Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games. Today, I'm playing Hollow Knight. I am continuing my randomizer run. And this time, we might actually complete the randomizer. We'll see. It all depends on what we get, really. So, we are very far along. We have a lot of different abilities. One of the things that we do not have, though, is the ability to swim or the ability to go through the black barriers. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go fight the Grim, because going and fighting the Grim means that we can unlock several other Grim fights across the land, which means we can collect more things. So that requires going to the Crystal Peak. Where is the Crystal Peak? Crystal Peak is somewhere here. Having trouble finding it on the screen. Just called the Peak, right? There it is. Go to the dark room. And we're going to make our way to the Grim Tent. Which I have this written down where the Grim Tent is. So I should be able to find it. Now, after we go to the Grim Tent, I believe that will give us the ability to fight various Grim across the land, because we have collected a lot of Grim flames. Which means I think we can fight multiple levels of Grim across the land immediately. Hopefully. That's how I think it should work. So this room, before we just go across in this room, I wonder if we can do more below me. And I guess the answer is probably no. And I may have asked this question before last time. But I really would like to do more down here. It's just that, how do you get across that little gap when we don't have swim? We can't really go on this side, because on this side there is also a long path between where we can drop down and where the wall is. So we can't really do anything there. What we can do is go across to the right here and go into the mound where the Grim lives. Alright. So we have the Grim Child, which means we should be able to fight the Grim, or at least talk to the Grim. Yes, let's do something. Alright, so far that has just upgraded the Grim, but we do have enough Grim Flames that we should be able to leave and just come right back in. I have collected more flames for you, Grim. Great. So this is the first Grim fight. Let's do it. The Troopmaster Grim. I do have a good number of abilities. For example, right dash. I don't have left dash, which makes hitting him over here a little bit harder. But otherwise, I don't think that this fight should be much of a problem, because we do have a lot of the abilities that I would use in this fight anyway. And we have upgraded our nail a couple times too. I got in a little bit of a cheap hit with a spell there. I do still have the Fluke Nest Charm on. I've been trying to keep the Fluke Nest Charm on, even though it's not my favorite, because I want to actually get used to using it. I like that this randomizer has caused me to use something that I'd never really considered using before. It's not the only charm that I never really put on. I think I also have Heavy Blow or something like that. That's not something I would normally wear. No, I have Steady Body. Steady Body is not a charm I normally wear, but that one's on too, simply because it costs 0 to wear in this randomizer. Ooh. Got hit a little bit there by just running into the Grim. Can we do a spell? We can totally do a spell. We just might get hurt doing it. I'm fine with that. We can always heal up pretty easily. I don't know if those fluke nests actually hit him at all there. Alright, we win. And what do we get from defeating the Grim? Let's bow for a great performance. Bravo, my friend. Hear how the crowd adores you. So the Grim is upgraded, but anything else? I guess not. Oh yes, we do get something. We get Defender's Crest. So that's actually pretty nice. That is actually pretty nice because we can go get a random thing from Tuck now that we have the Defender's Crest. So let's do that. Let me figure out how we get back to Tuck, but once we figure that out, let's go to Tuck and get a thing from him. How do we get back to Tuck? It's pretty easy. We just have to warp to the start. We also actually should warp somewhere else that has a bench, so we can actually put on that charm. Let's do that first. So, any place with a bench. Like Dirtmouth. Alright. So we're in Dirtmouth, let's put on the Defender's Crest. What do we take off? We could take off the Unbreakable Heart at this point. Or the Gathering Swarm, we don't really need all of that money. I like the Gathering Swarm a lot though, it's a lot of fun. Let's take off the Unbreakable Greed. That way I get to keep the Gathering Swarm, which is one of my favorite charms. And we get the Defender's Crest so that we can get something from Tuck. Now, warp to the start. We should go left here, which is a lot easier to do. And then we can go down here, which we need to activate this to go down. Keep going down. And then one of the paths from this room leads directly to Tuck. Yeah, it's this one right here. This leads to Tuck. And we can get a thing.
Hello, Brett.
Great. What do we get? We get Glowing Womb. Alright, another charm. Still, it's nice to collect those things. Now let's go back to my original plan. The next place I'm planning to go is Green Path Waterfall. We're going to go to Isma's room. Just have to follow my directions there. So in this room we need to go top left. I'm going to Isma's room because since we were last here, we collected Isma's tier, so I can actually go into the room proper now. Get out of the way. There we go. As long as you're out of the way, you survive. This room, I believe, only has one exit. So we will go the one exit. Now, bottom right from this elevator shaft. On the left of this elevator shaft, there was the seer, where we got one of our dreamers from. And then in this room, we can now go up here and go up to Isma's room, Isma's Grove, where we can finally go through it. Hello, Gwyff. According to YouTube, I have an excellent connection, so I think it's on your side, unfortunately. But thanks for coming to the stream. Now, where are we? We are in the fungal core. There's only one exit here. Oh, really? So maybe it is me. I'm surprised, based on what YouTube is telling me, but I'm glad you're both here. Hope it clears up. And welcome to the stream, Battle Folly and Gwyff. We're in a new place because we finally were able to go into Isma's Grove. Let's get what we can get here. A red egg. Alright. That's something. There's also normally a grub back here to get. And what do we get? We have more lore. Void lore. So dropping down just drops back into the grove, which we don't need to do. If we keep going this way, there's a fight. Don't think we really gain anything by fighting this, but let's do that, just to be sure. We have gained damage on ourselves. And then, of course, that just drops back down into the grove. Eventually, right? Yes. Back down into the grove, which we did not need to do. Now we can go back across, and there is definitely another exit to this room, if nothing else. So we did that drop down, we did this drop down, there's one more drop down. I don't think that there's anything up here on this wall. No, there's not. Great. And then here is just a trick. A dastardly trick. So this should be new to us. Ooh, it's a pretty nice room to visit in the green path. Because there are a few things in this room. I wonder how much we can collect. I don't think we can do the essence tree because we haven't been to this room from the other side. There's 30 more geo. There's another one right over here. 35 geo. And then we can keep going left. And we can't cling onto the left wall, which makes this a little bit harder. But it looks like we can do this. Great. And we can cling onto this wall and do crystal dash. Great. And this is lore, so we get something here. We got the right shade cloak. That is excellent. That is excellent. That gives us the ability to do a few things. Alright. That's a pretty large pickup. And we also get Grubberfly's Elegy. And we have unlocked that path there for the future, which is good. Now I think if we go back down, we just end up in Isma's room, which doesn't help us. So let's teleport. And the next place I want to teleport is Dirtmouth. Oh, Gwyff, interesting. So I could have, if I fell into the acid there, you would have spawned up to that one ledge. Interesting. Oh, can we not go up here? Oh, we can't. Alright, so unfortunately, the only way to get up here is to either come from above this way, or come from above on the left. We can't get to the above on the left path because even though we have the crystal dash, we don't have the left claw. We can get there, however, I just need to figure out how we get there. So let me try to figure out if I can determine how we get there, because we've definitely been there. I think if we teleport to the Deep Nest Fountain, we can get there. So the Deep Nest Fountain, if we go to the left here, and up right in this room. This could be wrong, but I'm hoping it's right. Where does that bring us? This brings us to a room that I believe if we go up in, we will go to where I want to go. Well, it didn't, but maybe we can do this now, even though this was not the plan. I wonder if I can. I have both dash directions, or both super dash directions, I should say, but I can't not cling on the wall on both sides. So I don't think we can do this. Unfortunate. Don't think we can do that. So in my attempt to get to Dirtmouth, we didn't quite get there. I think we've got another way that I know that we can get there. Let's do it. So if we start at King's Station and go our typical path to Lem. Typical path to Lem goes down. And down some more. So now that we're at Lem, if we go down into the right here, And then up from this room, I believe we can head into Dirtmouth. From the up path, which is important, because then I should be able to dash across. That's the plan. Alright, great. So we made it up here. Let's place our Dream Gate. And the plan is dash all the way across, and then we should be able to get up on this side. Yes! Got it! Alright, that also opens the path so that it's easier next time. Oh, we found Divine. How unfortunate. Alright, well, let's do Divine. It would have been preferable if we never found her, but since we did, let's do it. I actually don't know how much we can do with Divine, because I don't know how many charms we have. We've got the Fragile Strength and the Unbreakable Greed. So let's do the Unbreakable Greed first. I assume this counts as a fragile charm for Divine's purposes. We'll find out. Let's do that one first. And see what happens with Divine from this one. Alright, Divine. That Unbreakable Heart, beautiful! We can get the left Mothwing Cloak. Excellent. How wonderful. We are really filling out our movement abilities now. Great. The left Mothwing Cloak. And then we can leave and come back with the next one, with the Fragile Strength. So, Unbreakable Greed, you're done. Fragile Strength, you're up. We're just going to overcharm for this one. Bring me up. And what do you have for me this time? A grub. Alright, so we got a grub and the left cloak from Divine, which is honestly pretty good, I have to say. As much as I dislike Divine, she did give us some good things this time. Now we can take off this Unbreakable Strength. And actually, what did I have on before? I had on the Defender's Crest. Let's put on the Unbreakable Greed again. Actually, we really don't need that money. Alright, what else are we going to put on? The Sprint Master cost 2? Is there anything else that cost 1? That we don't have on? Really just the Defender's Crest? Oh, the Spell Twister. The Spell Twister's kind of nice. Let's do that. Actually, I feel pretty comfortable. So Gwyff says we're slowly getting everything to comfortably fight the end boss. I actually already feel pretty comfortable fighting the end boss. We're just filling things out so that we can actually find where the end boss is. So the next thing I'd like to do is go to Salubra. The Salubra bench, that is. And there's a place here that I believe we can Crystal Dash across and get a new thing. Let's do that. It is really nice to have dash. It's true. Having dash both directions is really helpful for many things. Ooh, and it looks like we've got the shade dash in both directions. Is that true? Yeah, we've got the shade cloak in both directions. So it said that I got the right shade cloak, but it said that only because I hadn't gotten the left cloak. So the shade dash just upgrades whatever dash you have, rather than being separate itself. That's how I'm interpreting that. Great, and Gwyff confirms that my interpretation is correct. So over here, I think we can go over this water. Ooh. It's harder than I thought because it pushes us down slightly. So we might have to actually perform what's normally called an acid skip. Oh, but I still don't have... I still can't cling onto walls on the left. So I can't do it. So sad. Still can't do this. We need the normal swim to do this. And we still don't have that. Alright, the next one that I have on my list, which is the last one of everything that I've written down, starts at Basin Toll. This bench. And we are going to do a couple things this way. One of them is going to be fighting Grimm along the way. This should be the room that has the tree in the hive. Let me verify. It is. It's the hive tree room. So if we go left right here, there should be a Grimm in this room that we can fight now. I think. Yes, there we go. Let's fight this Grimm. Having both dashes is very helpful for this particular fight, although I fell all the way down. So we have to find him again. There he is. Okay, he comes down with me, actually. Did not realize he would fall all the way down with me. Using that left dash already to actually deal some damage to our enemy here. Oh, I actually hit him. I hit him with the fluke nest. Just barely. And we got 15 geo. Alright. So, we can continue and find another Grimm to fight. Up here, which I totally failed to go up. We should end up in a room that has crystal crawlers eventually. This is soul refill. Huzzah! This is essentially a hallway room at this point, because we've already fought the Hornet. So it just leads straight down over here. This is also essentially a hallway room, because we've already fought the giant mossy creature. And this is also essentially a hallway room, because it has one entrance, one exit. This is also essentially a hallway room, because it has one entrance and one exit. Just has saws in it. And then this room also has one entrance, one exit, so it's essentially a hallway room. A whole bunch of hallways in a row. And we have made it to another room that I guess I consider essentially a hallway room, because it has one entrance and one exit. And we've done everything in the room. There we go. This one has crystal crawler. Now, I have to actually start following directions because there are multiple exits all of a sudden. This one. Here, and then that didn't work. Oh, I needed to go down in this room. Never mind. Keep going down. There we go. And now we're in the hive. In a room in the hive that I believe has a grim fight. I believe. Am I right about that? I might be wrong. Maybe it's the room above this one that has the grim fight. And so that's just a different hive room. Sad. Well, that means that I don't know exactly where this grim is to fight. However, there's another thing to do from here. If we just go to the left. Which is going through this path, of course. Now we have Un. And now we can go through this because we have the Isthmus tier. This is not the secret path, no. There is a secret path somewhere, right? I think there is. This one. I don't know why it's there, but it's there. And we get Un. And we should get something great. What have you gifted me? A cyan egg. Hooray. And then unfortunately, I think the exit is the same. Yeah, it's the same. So we're just going to end up back in that hive room. Okay, so next I'm going to look at some notes to figure out how we use our new Shade Dash abilities well. Because we can use them now. We just have to know where to use them. Also, I don't think we can get back up. Because we still don't have left claw. Alright, so let me look at my notes. I'm looking for anything that has the Shade Cloak. So if we can get to the palace grounds, that's one of the ways to use the Shade Cloak. And I think we can get to the palace grounds pretty easily. Because I believe if we go to the atrium in the palace, and we go through this teleporter, I think we end in the palace grounds. Great. So now that we're here, we want to go through the palace, which you'd think would bring you to the same place, but it does not. So now that we're in the palace here, we basically just go through a couple rooms, and we end up close to where the entrance to Isma's room would be. The entrance to Isma's grove would normally be. We've actually done this room, even though we didn't have Isma's tier when we last did it. Although we can go this way now. Huh. So we can do this, right? Although that's not what I wanted to do, but we can do this. Ooh, so interesting. Okay, let's come back. So Isma's entrance, there is a place that requires the shade cloak. I want to do that first. Yes. This right here. With the shade cloak, we can go across here and collect this. The Dream Shield. Alright. We've already collected this. I don't know why we're stuck in the water. We already collected this. I guess it's a soul refill, so we can collect it again. And then we can go up and to the left in this room, but I think it's nothing. I think even though we can go here, it's not valuable for us to go here, but we're going to verify that. So, we can go through this. Oh, actually it's a new room. I did not realize it was a new room. So this is valuable. Is this the other side of the same place we just found? I think it is. So we found two different paths to this room very recently. We got a grub. We don't actually have the city crest, but we don't need it for anything. There's one bit up here. Let's make the bridge first. So this up there, on this side, is a thing, and it is a Hollow Nest seal. Huzzah. This is lore, so we can just get that. Unbreakable strength. We had the fragile strength, so now we have the unbreakable strength. Still costs 6 though. And we found that this just circles right back. Right back to where we've been. So, that was a pretty useful diversion. We accomplished... We basically explored 2 paths this way completely. I know we've been from here, but I don't know what was over here. There's a soul refill. Up here. We came in from over here. And this leads into just a random room in the Howling Cliffs. I mean, the main Howling Cliffs room, I guess. Oh, but there's one thing that I don't know we were able to do last time we were here. When we were here last, I don't think that we had the right crystal heart. Hold on a second. Oh, YouTube is not being very nice to my viewers. Very sad. Especially because it says everything's fine on my end, which is really unfortunate. Alright, well, anyway, I will continue on. Hopefully the archive live stream comes out well. So we've never crystal dashed over here, and let's see where this goes. Wait a minute. Okay, well, we've been here many times. I guess we've never fallen from the top before. I thought we had fallen from the top before, but I guess not. So this is not new. Alright. In that case, let's figure out another place that I can use my shade cloak. So there's a place where you would normally go to Markoth that we can go. And that's very easy to get to from the Green Path Toll. So let's go there. Green Path Toll, we can go up a couple times. And go through another black barrier. Use our shade cloak some more to find new places. We're just going up again in this room. And now there is a barrier right here that we can go through. Great. Interesting. One of the things that I did before, Gwyff says I could have done it another way as well, if I had a way to stall in the air. Ooh, we are in a very interesting part of the White Palace that has lore. We finally have swim. Alright. That means we can go back and get that other thing that I had trouble with. Also, we're really filling in everything. The only thing that we don't really have is the left claw. This is apparently not lore. It is kind of lore, but it doesn't count. And we found Salubra's shop. Alright. And we've got a lot of money to spend. She has the Hidden Station Stag. We already have that, I think. She has another Grimkin Flame. A hot new addition to your randomizer. Alright, we'll buy that, just in case it's important. We really only need one more before we can go through the Nightmare King Grim. We can't buy the Stag Station, but we already have the Stag Station. Alright, so unfortunately, she had nothing except for maybe the Grimkin Flame was important. And that's everything here. Right? Yeah, that's everything here. So we're done here, but now we can go back and get the last thing that I was unable to get to. So let's go there again. That is Salubra. We just came from Salubra, but now we're going to her bench. I assume that I have Nightmare King Grim randomized. I randomized Boss Essence, so I believe that should randomize the Nightmare King Grim. All of the other dream bosses have been randomized. I don't remember all of the places that we can use swim now that we have it, but there are at least a couple. Oh, Nightmare King Grim is a special setting, so I might not have turned it on if I just did not realize it was separate. We got a mask shard, and we actually filled out, so we've got more faces. We actually have a blue face on top of a white face right now. Okay, anything else that I can think of that requires the shade cloak or something that we just got? I don't think so. Yep, I don't just have anything in my notes. So let's start basically exploring. Ooh, there is one more. So, if we can get back to this room, which I called the Crystal Crawler's room. We recently went there because we went down to fight the Hive Grim. And that didn't actually have the Hive Grim, but that's what I wrote in my notes. So, that means that we can go back through that path. That's starting at the Basin Toll. Warp. And we go to the right. We go through a hallway room. And then what is essentially another hallway room, I think. No, this is the tree room. So we just go to the left. And then we did just fight a Grim in this room. But here, bottom right, we went last time, hoping that we could fight a Grim. No, come down, elevator. You're so annoying. I hate elevators. Come down. Thank you. And we're going up here so we can go across here. I guess we could get even more blue faces. Or a soul refill. Never mind. Through this hallway room. And then through, I believe, another hallway room. And then another hallway room. I call them hallways if they have one entrance, one exit, and I've collected everything in them. That makes them hallway rooms to me. And then another hallway room. And then essentially another hallway room. And then we might finally be where we wanted to be. Alright, we're at the Crystal Crawlers. Now, according to my notes, we required the Shade Cloak if we go on the bottom left path here. Which I believe is this path. We do have to go through hallways, of course. This is a very hallway-centered path. You make it a little bit more difficult to just super dash across. Alright, here we are. Dash directly through that. And we're in a new room, I think. I think we've never been here. Right, because this is a fight. Let's go. We are fighting the Traitor Lord. You know, one of the things that we have not fought yet are the Mantis Lords. Just have never found them. The Traitor Lord. Oops, I actually got hit by him there. I'm surprised. I'm normally very good at dodging that. Oh man, I'm getting hit a lot. Maybe I should try not to get killed here. Alright. Don't die to the Traitor Lord. A fight that I've won many times. many times without getting hit at all, actually. There we go. We defeated the Traitor Lord, and we get something. Do we get anything? Just the ability to go left, I guess? Because he normally does not drop Geo. Alright. We end up in another room. And there's no other exit to this room, right? I don't think so. Even though there's a path this way, it's just a quicker way back. Yeah. So, let's go to the left and do this next room. We should be able to do this no problem, right? Even though I don't have left claw. Maybe not. Alright, so... is this room possible? Ooh, I don't know if it is. We can super dash across here, but once we do, I'm not high enough up to actually make it over those spikes. Huh. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to place a Dream Gate right here. And I'm going to see if our shade can help us at all. I kind of think the answer will be no. But we'll try it. Now we're going to super dash across here and try to die somewhere close to this. Let's see if we can shade skip over that and still make it through the rest of the room. I believe the answer will probably be no. So there's the shade. It's unfortunately way over here. Shade, you need to be, like, so much farther over. How do I get him over there? Also, it's probably not helping that my Grim is attacking the Shade. Oh, okay. You know what? That made me think that it might be possible. That wasn't great, but I think it might be possible after seeing that. So let's do that again. And this time I will think more about bouncing off of his head to just barely make it over those thorns. That's my plan. Oh man, this will be fun if it's actually possible. The first thing that I want to do is defeat this enemy right here, so that I can basically make my shade come further over this way more easily. Alright, so it's way over there. Oh, no, okay. It's way over there, though. If I can get it to stay over this way. Come on. If I had dashed the other direction there, that might have been possible. Come on. We can do this. I mean, I'm not doing it very well, but I think we can do this. Alright, at this point, we're just going to summon a new shade. New shade. Let's take off the Grimchild for this one, because the Grimchild is not helping. It's actively hurting. And we'll put on... not the glowing womb. The glowing womb would be just as bad. Fury of the Fallen isn't what we want. We really don't want anything in particular. Let's put the Wayward Compass on. Hello, Leviathan. Welcome to the stream. So here we go. Time for a crazy shade skip attempt. The fact that he shot was very unfortunate there, because I want him to be further over. And if he keeps shooting, then he won't get further over. Come over this way, Shade. I need him to basically attack me on the left. Because if he does a basic attack on the left, then he moves further over to the left. Come on. You know you want to go further over there, right? There we go. Okay, I think I might have to bounce off of him once, just to get him to be far enough... Ooh, that could have worked. That could have actually worked. Unfortunately, I need to heal. Alright, come with me. Apparently, I don't need you to do too much. If he had hit me there, it might have worked. Come on. Come on over this way. Aw, I missed my second bounce. Alright, well, I've proven to myself even more that this is possible. To get across this one. Let's see if we can get across. Now, defeat this first, because it's kind of just in the way. And then come over here, bounce off your shade. Ooh, I bounced too much. Bounced too high. That's unfortunate. No, stop. Don't shoot. That's very unhelpful at this point. Come this way. Oh, almost made it over. Almost. Almost made it over. If we get on the other side, I don't really know how much further we can go, but man, I want to try. This seems very interesting. And I can definitely bounce off my shade a couple times. So I can do a bounce off, and then another bounce off, and then jump and dash over. Oh, Gwyff makes a good point. If I reset the room, I can basically reset the health of my shade. And therefore, if I've hit the shade a couple times, I can leave and come back and have a better chance. That's a good thing to think about. Thanks for that. So, him being caught up in a spell messed me up that time, but it might actually help for a future time. Okay, I definitely need to use Gwyff's advice now, because I've hit the shade several times. So let's leave and come back. That resets the health of the shade, which means we can do more bounces without killing it, which is important. Haha, got it. Alright, the next question is how much further over we can get. Especially with my shade attacking me. No! We can do that. Let's leave the room and come back. That's definitely possible because I can I can super dash over and then jump with the monarch wings and then dash across. I just needed to know that's what I needed to do before I could actually do it. Come over here. Excellent. Oh, got through that part. Next. Kind of in a poor place to do this dash, but still made it. Alright, this part. Is this part possible? I do not know. Probably not. Probably not. I can get past these spikes and those, but then what? Because I've already used my left dash, so I can't dash again. Ooh, I managed to kind of land on the place that has the spikes without hitting the spikes. If I can do that again, I could do a jump off of it. Set a dream gate here. That is brilliant. Brilliant. Alright. So this is chaining the shades. I'm trying to get back here so that I can get back to my previous shade. I hit my previous shade because I would prefer not to lose all of the money that I have if I can avoid it. And it seems like I can avoid it. There we go. So, we've saved the money. Now that we've saved the money, we can summon the shade over here. And let's see where that shade summon happens. That was a brilliant idea. Let's see if it works. So the real question is, where is the shade? The fact that I do not see it is a problem. Alright, this time we're going to have to lose the money. Unless I can make the shade realize that I'm here. Oh man, I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can. So we're going to lose the money here. But one of the things that we can do is die further to the right so that the shade will appear in a different place in the room. But I am going to try basically landing on the platform here. Oh, I did it. You better not hit me, shade. Alright. So I did it without the shade. I did it by landing on a platform that had vines, that had brambles, but not getting hit by it. Oh yes, and I do not have Shade Soul. I can't shoot through... I have the basic spell, so I've got a white spell, which I don't even have the shade. I have the basic white spell, the Vengeful Spirit, so I can't shoot through walls, so I couldn't have hit my shade that way. Anyway, we're definitely putting a Dream Gate here. Now then, we made it across the room. Now to unlock the shortcut. So that we don't have to do that again. Because although that was amazing, that's definitely something you want to do one time in a randomizer. Alright, I'm pretty excited for having gotten across this room. Let's see what's to the left. Ooh, this is actually... well, it's not actually that nice. Because we've been in this room before. The fact that we've opened this doesn't lead anywhere new now. So unfortunately, that didn't really bring us anywhere. Sad. We can do this now. It did actually bring us to a place where I needed the shade cloak again. So, never mind. I'm happy with what it gave me. Alright, let's not die to these. Because they do deal 2 damage, so it's a lot easier to die to them than other things. There's also spikes there. So we managed to make it all the way across this with less movement abilities than I have now, but we were stymied by something previously. I thought it was a thing. Dream nail. I thought we were stymied there by a black barrier. Maybe I went through a black barrier and I didn't notice it. We got a grub. And we triggered a cutscene. Let's get out of the ground. And apparently, we are in this cutscene. Which is interesting. It would have been very sad if we were in this cutscene. Man, those are all the wrong words. Cutscene, and we did not have the abilities to get to the top. I guess the randomizer has to consider that. You can't have the abilities to get there before you have the abilities to get out of the cutscene. Writing the logic for randomizers would be quite difficult. We have discovered the Hollow Knight. We can almost complete the game, we just have to find him again. You shall seal the blinding light that plagues their dreams. You are the vessel, you are the Hollow Knight. And we got a grub. Hooray, grub. Alright, so did I actually go through a barrier over here? Yes, I did. I just completely did not notice that barrier. Alright, well, we made it through. There's nothing else to do this direction. So let's start trying to cross off benches. And crossing off benches means go to the bench and try to go everywhere from that bench. So for example, if we go to Dirtmouth. So if we warp to Dirtmouth, there are a lot of places to go here. However, one of the places to go is here, which leads to Dirtmouth. So we know that one's done. One of the places leads to the nailsmith. I don't have the final pale ore, so I can't upgrade my nail to the pure nail. One of them leads to a dark room, which I do not like. Do not like dark rooms. Let's leave that one for last. Which means we know we can get to the top left path because we did it earlier. So that's not really a path that's new. What's here? In the tram station. In the tram station is green path. And this is essentially a hallway room. So what goes beyond this room? A dark room. Which dark room, though? Let's try to figure out which one it is. It is the big dark room that has several exits. One exit leads here. We were actually here earlier this episode, because this leads here. Yes. So, we know we can get here from a different path. Let's keep going a different way through this dark room. How many ways are there outside of this dark room? I think there are 2 other paths. There's a bottom right, and there is what's normally the Weaver's Den. So this, I believe, leads to the Weaver's Den, although I did get hit, so I have to start all the way back. Wait a minute. Oh, I went up, so I'm starting from the path from up. So we go over this way. We can go down here. I meant to go down over here, that is. And then over this direction, somewhere, is the entrance to the Weaver's Den. It's right here. Normally the entrance to the Weaver's Den. Now it is this. Have we done everything here? We've definitely been here, but I don't recall where this goes. So let's go up first. And this is a good place to put my dream gate, so that we don't have to go through that dark room again. Ho-ho, the Spirit's Glade. We've got swim now, which means we can go in the Spirit's Glade. And there are several things over here. There's nothing right here. No. We have to go up. So number 1 is over here. This leads to this, which has a grub. Grub number 30. I wonder where this leads. Does it just lead to the normal place? It does... Wait a minute. Yes, it does lead to the normal place. Does this lead to the normal place? Okay, yes, this is not randomized. The Shrine of Believers is not randomized. So we can leave this. And then we can get a couple more things. Actually, maybe just one more. Because there is the tree, which has the stalwart shell. I guess we'll get it. I believe that's the last thing in the Spirit's Glade. I'm going to go through as I collect these little essence bubbles to try to figure out if there's more. We don't have the ghost essence on because that's not in a normal randomizer. That's an extra setting that I do not have. I am going to get the stalwart shell, by the way. We are going to do that. but I have confirmed to myself that there's nothing else here, other than a whole bunch of ghosts that I could hit for essence if I needed the essence, which I don't. There we go. Stalwart shell gotten. Now, that is done now, which means we've finished the top of this room. We came in from this path, which means let's go to the bottom. I know we've already done the essence tree here. The question is if we've done everything on the other path. Ooh. I mean, technically it's possible for me to go through that, right? I don't have that turned on, though, in the random settings. So I don't know that I want to try it. Let's try it once. So I need to somehow bounce and then spell, I think? I don't actually know how you do this. Let's see here. Oh, I got it! I got it! I've never done that before. Alright. So we made it into a room that I did not expect to be able to get into. And now let's get the things in this room. Let's heal up so I don't die in this room. I shouldn't die in this room, but still. There's always the possibility. So, fall through there, go over here, and then we have to go through this. And then here's where we need to drop down. And super dash across. Luckily we did have the correct claw direction to get that. We got a grub. Alright. Now we can go this way. Get this. It's a mask shard. Oh no, it pops us out of the room. Oh, that's so sad. The fact that it popped us out of the room is not what I wanted. I mean, we do have a dream gate in this room, but the thing is, because it popped us out of the room, I cannot just dash across. Crystal dash across that gap. I have to actually get into one of the sides again. But now I want to, because we know that I can. Okay, so the easiest way to go is to the left here. I think I did a down spell, which is not the spell you're supposed to do. Let's see here. Now that I've read what Gwyff said, I'm trying to do it the way that he says is best. Ooh, I might need to heal. Alright, let's heal. Healing is not great because I need that soul for the trick as well. Luckily we do have the grub song on, so I'm getting soul every time I get hit. Alright. I think I might have one more try. No, it looks like I've got another try. With my health. Maybe not one more. Oh, I do have one more. Alright. And then we don't. Alright. Well, at least we know if we die in this room, we've got our dream gate here, so we can summon a shade pretty easily. So this is actually nice because this is a new path that we've never been before, because we can now go in the acid water, which is great. And I think we've done the thing over here, yes. So, let's go in this acid water. There's 26 Geo, and a white palace room. Which white palace room? I don't know. I just can tell that we're going through it backward. I managed to not hit the platform. Is this the beginning of the White Palace? It is. So we've been on the other side of this, which means this doesn't do anything for us. Let's teleport back. We can't teleport back. Let's warp to a bench and then teleport back. Doesn't matter which bench. This bench is fine. And let's... Wait a minute, that's not how you teleport. You teleport like this. So let's try this again. Because I should be able to go to the right in this room as well. By the way, we've been over here, right? Yes, that's the Spirit's Glade. Just want to hit this guy to get some soul, so that we can go down and try this trick again. Alright, so... I have to land in there, and then bounce and use a spell. I think I have to bounce and then use a spell. Maybe I use a spell and then bounce? Yes. Alright, we got it. Then we can dash across. And there is an exit to this room, as well as a thing to collect in this room. A green path stag. Did we already have that? I don't recall if we already had that. So, that might be new. I'm apparently not doing my skips the way that they're normally done, since Squiff keeps telling me to do them a different way. At least I'm managing. Alright, and we've been to the other side of this room from a different direction. So there's a couple things that we can do. We can continue trying to figure out where we can go from Dirtmouth. We can continue on this way to see the infected crossroads. I actually have something in my notes about this room. So let's look up my notes. So this is... Basically, there's a lot of ways to get to this room. So let's go to the Green Path Stag, which we may have just unlocked. We'll hopefully be able to tell whether we just unlocked this. Wait a minute. Was it not the Green Path Stag? What did we just get? It says Green Path Stag. Oh, wait a minute. We need to go there from a stag station. So we can tell that we've never been there because we can't warp to it. which is excellent because that means it's new. So, let's go to the green path stag. And a grub, we'll take that. We've got 32 grubs actually. It's kind of a lot. And we've got a new bench site. There's another grub, 33. Hopefully we'll be able to find the grub father at some point. There's several exits in this room, and I think that my previous... Actually, this is connected to a stag, so I don't need to use a... I'm having trouble finding the word that I'm trying to say. I don't need to use a gate to get back here quickly. So there's a down path, there's a right path that normally leads to a tram, and there's a left path. Let's go left first. This leads into this room. I think we've been on the other side of this room. Maybe. Maybe not. No, maybe not. The cast-off shell. What do we get? A Wanderer's Journal. Now let's leave before we get destroyed. Alright, so that path is completely done. Now let's go to the tram. Ooh. We are on the other side of this. Not that that does anything for us, because we just did everything in this room very recently, but it just kind of connects us back to the rest of the world. And 15 Geo is definitely not worth going through that room again. So, let's keep going down. And down is the only new path that actually brings us somewhere. Where did it bring us? It brings us to the waterways. This part of the waterways. Have we been here? I think we have. Because I think we've been through this crack before. Trying to recall if we have. This is the Howling Cliffs. We were very recently here. We went up from here. Because we came from this path and went up. Alright. Unfortunately, the green path stag was very exciting, but it brought us basically nothing. So, let's go back to our warp point. We have essentially been to every exit to this room, which means let's go back through here. Actually, did we go down? Yes, we did. So let's go back through here, and now I want to go through this room on the down path, the down right path. Which, it's very easy to run into spikes on the way. Let's see if we can get across. Okay, so far so good. There we go. So we made it across that. Oh, we can go in this room now. We were stopped here because of this water. Great. Now then, we get a new thing. Sharp Shadow costs 5 though. Who wants to wear a 5 cost charm there? And this is where we've been before. We've been to this room, but we were never able to go down to the left there. We did get this. Are there other things in this room that we never did? It's very possible. Don't remember when we were last in this room. Up here is a path. Huh. We're stuck in this room, I think. Because we can't break those from above, I don't think. Can we? No, I don't think we can break those from above. So I think we're stuck in this room. Yeah, we're stuck. Came into it from the wrong direction. Sad, because there are a couple things in this room. We just can't get to them from this direction. You know what? Let's actually try a couple things. Is it possible for us to, like, do that and crash through one of them? No. I was thinking maybe it would hit far enough to the side that it would destroy a barrier. But no such luck. Now, this is where we came in. We can go this way. And then there are two ways out of this room. We've technically been to both of them. But let's keep exploring. And this is probably a good place to put down a dream gate if we're going to explore around here. So, dream gate right here. Can I not do it here because there's a enemy right there? Okay. Fine. Up here is completely done, so that path is done. Down here is where we originally came into this room, so we've probably done most things over here, but we do have more abilities than we once did. And this room is very easy to get to from a different bench, so we'll consider this path done for now. So let's go back to our dream gate. We have gone up, we've gone down. Let's go left. On the left path, we have not gone down here, recently at least. This room we can go through. I believe we've collected everything in this room, but I don't know if we were able to go completely through the room last time. Don't know. We've been down here. I'm very confident we got that. That was a money egg. And then this way, the real question is, last time we were here, did we make it through? We may not have. So we can go up like this. Through over here. And up. Huh. Have we been to this room? I think we have, but I only barely recall it. And I don't think we were able to do this last time. So this should lead to somewhere new. Oops, no. Why did I do a normal dash? Do the crystal dash. So, wait for this. Gosh. I said that I can do it, but that's to be proven. It's not my knight's abilities that are at fault here. It is my own. There we go. So, now, we can skip part of this, but I don't think I want to skip part of it because I don't really know where there are soul totems and things on the way in these types of rooms, so I want to do the room somewhat normally so that I make sure that I get all of those. Somewhat normally because we can't cling onto the left wall, so we can't do it completely normally. For example, this we can't do normally. And that we can't do normally. Not that we can't do them, though. No soul totems in this room, says Gwyff. Okay, let's do the shortcut path then. This is one of the only shortcut paths in the White Palace that I actually know. So, let's use it. So we would normally have gotten down here from up there. And then to the left is nothing. To the right is this, which does open a thing, but I think it opens a thing that we do not need at all. Huh. This is on the other side of Un's place. So this is the Lake of Un. I think we've been here. Yes, we've definitely been here. So at this point, we're just kind of exploring around. Now this brings us to a new place that we could not get to before. Oh, and that's a great tip from Gwyff. None of the shortcuts in the White Palace cause you to skip a random check. That is a wonderful thing to know. So we've never been up here before. Let's go up here. This is a dead end, but it's a dead end with two things. From moss and leaf our life is drawn, while it grows upon the path, we shall never... And then I stopped reading. And the love key, which we do not need. Did we not already have that? I kind of thought we already got the love key, and I thought I said that we didn't need it then too. Oh well. We got the love key and we don't need it. So unfortunately that basically did nothing for us. Let's keep exploring, because I keep finding paths that, although the rooms are not new, I keep finding places to go in those rooms that we have not been. So this room in the White Palace just goes down. There are some White Palace rooms that I could do now, I think, that I could not do before. I think. This one should be easy from here, because you just drop down. And then we're stuck here. I think we're completely stuck. Oh no! You can hit that. We couldn't hit it with the Cyclone Slash, but we were able to hit it with the Great Slash. Alright. Not stuck. Not stuck is great. This has several places we can go now. Although I do require bouncing off of something. There we go. This one has a grub. So this is not the one I was thinking. This only has one place to go. But we did get the grub, which is nice. We're collecting a lot of grubs. And we have one more place to go. Which leads to a tram station. We still do not have the tram pass, unfortunately. Of the things that we have collected, the tram pass is not one of them. But we did get another grub. A door with an open slot. Alright. Well, it felt pretty good to make it into this room, even though we kind of got nothing for it. We can at least check it off. And then let's go back to Dirtmouth from here. So we're going back to Dirtmouth. What we have explored a bunch is through this stag. Let's go through the other paths now. This is done. That's done. How about Bretta's house? Bretta's house was this. That enemy, and then it leads here. So Bretta's house is done. Next, what else is in Dirtmouth that we haven't explored? So we've actually explored most of them. Let's go down the well next. This leads into this place, which has another tram that we cannot use. Yeah, so there's a tram we cannot use. And then I think up from here is someplace that we've been, and it's easy to get to from another bench. But let me look at it. Yes, this actually just is another bench. So we're done with that path from Dirtmouth. Let's teleport back to Dirtmouth. We are basically done with the well at this point. We've already done things to the right. Although, let me remind myself what is up here. We opened it this time, so I know that we've done it. But what was it? Oh, right. So, done is questionable because we don't have all the fragile charms. Oh, we do. Okay. I completely forgot to go get the last thing. We don't have the Unbreakable Greed on. Okay. Let's go get the last thing from Divine. I got 2 of them, not realizing that I had all 3 Unbreakable Charms. Alright, so let's get that. Unbreakable Greed. Now, Divine. Another grub. Seriously. I need to find the Grub Father. Finding the Grub Father would be very significant at this point. And we should be entirely done with Divine at this point, which means we never come back. Now, the only thing that I haven't really explored much in this room is Divine's tent. Because Divine's tent goes here to a dark room that I did not like. So I know which dark room this is. Have we ever gone up in this dark room? I'm not sure. I know we've done the... I know we've been the down right path, but I don't know if we've gone the up path yet. Maybe I got a new Fragile Charm before I went back to Divine that time, but I kind of think I didn't. I thought I had the Fragile Strength already, and the Unbreakable Strength is the only thing that I've unlocked this time. That could have been it. So right here, I need to go up there, which is hard because I don't have the wall cling. Can I get you to... Well, maybe we can go from this wall. I don't know if we can make this. Oh, I can. Great. Alright, we made it up. So now that we've made it up this far, there's a path somewhere. Where's the path? There it is. And we can go up. Alright. This leads to the Dung Defender, which we have already defeated. So we know that we've done up in that room, but let's explore around here now. Oh, we still haven't completed the Mantis Lords, so we can't do that. I guess let's go this way and see where this leads us. Even though we've been from this way. Okay, it leads to the King Station, which is not terrible. This is a place where we can explore lots of directions. So let's just put down another Dream Gate. Ooh, this room is now open, because we defeated the Brooding Malak, so this is a new direction. And we make it to the Mask Maker, which is pointless. We did not need that. So that's not new, but let's leave this room for later. Let's do the other paths from this room first. So we came from above. If we go to the right... This room, is this a hallway room? I think this is a hallway room. Yes. Alright, let's just go through that. We make it back here, which is not very interesting. Because we've been through this room a few times. I am going to go one room away, though. If I can get there. Let's actually dash across that. That's step one. Even though I can see this, I can't actually get up there. So we have to go this way. Which is interesting because this is the last thing that I did in this room, was open up this path. And where does this go? Alright, this goes here. Is there anything we can now do in this room that we couldn't before? Not particularly. we normally have come into this room from here, which is a dark room that we were able to traverse. Right, I remember this dark room. So now we have an easier way to get here, I guess. We can go several places, but none of them are new. It's just that we might be able to get past them now. Like this one. This one is not a new room, but we can actually go across it now. To a place that I think we've been on the other side of this. Yeah, this leads to a bench. So that is completely done. Hello, Battle Folly. Welcome back. I have done some interesting things in this one so far. I've done a few skips that I've never done before, so hopefully you saw at least one of those. So, we believe that that is completely done. This, don't need to explore that way. This is where we just came from. So now the other two exits to this room, let's do those. This one, if we go across, we can get to see this room. I think we've been to this room from a couple different directions, but still, what's in this room now? What's past it, I guess. There's still this puzzle, which... Have I collected anything that allows me to do this puzzle? I don't think I have. Unless I could put my shade there. Let's consider that later, though. We've come in from this side, so let's consider this not done, but probably done with what we have right now. I do really like the ability to dash through enemies. I do have the Shade Cloak. Yeah, the Shade Cloak is a big thing. Now, this room we've been into from a couple different directions, which means not very interested in exploring this way. Not currently. Let's go back. And I want to go back so that we can potentially explore things that are more likely to be new. So now we're going down here to exit this room this way. So this is interesting because although I think we've done everything in this room has a couple of exits. I don't know if we've been through all of the exits. This exit, I believe, is where we first came into this room. Trying to remember what room this is. Yes, we've definitely been here. Sadly, the left, or the second half of the Mothwing Cloak came from Divine. So I actually relied on Divine in this randomizer, which I'm very sad to report. Who wants to rely on Divine? So, over here, there are no new paths to go, and we've got everything. So let's try going up this way. This leads to a White Palace room. I was actually able to make it up this before, but I think I didn't make it through this entire room before. Yes. Alright. So we can't go that way. But we can go to the left. Yeah, definitely was not able to make it through this before. Can we now? That's the question. Can we make this now? Because we have the left dash. We can. Actually, I did not realize the room transition was just there. Oh, it's not. Okay, never mind. We have to make it through another part. I can't cling to the left wall, which makes that second part a little bit harder than it is normally. But I think I can do this. I think I can, but it might take a few tries. I'm trying to hold on to the wall over there, and I'm hitting the brambles next to that wall, which means I should probably try not to rely on that wall if I can avoid it. Whoops. I think I have to bounce off of that at the saw that's going at the bottom in order to do this. I think I do, because I can't cling to the left wall on the left side. So I think we have to bounce off of that saw when it's on the left position. Which means I need to time when I get over there so I can bounce off of it. Oh man. If I hadn't hit the brambles there, I think the timing would have been right. So, dash like that. Dash over here. No. Alright. Heal up. Yeah, there's no shade skipping in this room, because we're in the White Palace, so there's no shade. Luckily, my grub song is kind of keeping me alive a little bit. Okay. I think I know the timing I need. And actually it lines up pretty well with where the saw is here. Oh, no! I almost had it. That time was very close. Alright, unfortunately we only have one more try at this. And I don't think I can do this. No, it doesn't allow me to do that. So we might have one more try. We have another try. Alright, another try. Alright, now we're done. Unless, well, I would just be teleporting back anyway, so there's no reason not to try this one. Okay. I don't know, I think I might be able to do that. I think that might be possible. So we were here. We went to the right here, I think. And then through this. And then through this. Is this right? Is this how I got there? It'd be great if this is how I got there, because I would like to go back and try that again. I think I can do that. It's just difficult. I would love to try it a few more times. So that was going down all the way down here to the right. And then all the way through this room, the right up path, which normally leads to the Grey Mourner. Okay, let's try this again. We can make it through that. Next. We can make it through this. I did this just fine last time. Good. Alright, here we are in this room again. And I immediately jumped into the brambles. I jumped once too much there, because I was trying to get the timing right. What I have to do is wait for this one to move back, and then wait just a second before I go again. Ho-ho. It's close. That was poor because I jumped in a place that I shouldn't have. Oh man. I don't know, but I'm very happy to try. Also, I should heal because I'm at full soul. Oh, that one was pretty good. I didn't think that I got the full jump off of the saw. And I do need the full jump off of the saw, so I'm going to do this. It'd be nice if I didn't ram myself into that saw. Also, this was way too early, so I bounced an extra time. Aw, that was not a full bounce. Everything else was right, but I did not get the full bounce. Okay, wait a second, then go. That was a little bit too long to wait. It'd be nice if I don't ram my face into that left saw. Wait a second. Oh man. Let's heal up again. Stop ramming my face into that left saw. Those brambles too, but the left saw has been the bigger problem. Okay, well, I only get 2 more tries. Alright, last try. I no longer feel very confident about this, but I don't know, it might be possible. We're going to try something else though, because ramming my face into a saw many times is exciting for a bit, but then it starts to lose its pallor. So we're not going right this time, we are going down into the right, which I guess is still right, so I lied. And see what is this path that we haven't done before. If anything. The Ancient Basin. We've been here pretty recently, and it's very easy to get here from a bench, so we'll call that not the path. and try a different path. Down and to the left. Ooh, we can do this now. That's excellent. And I even have little spiderlings to help me. They don't actually help me, though. They're actually a burden. As you can tell. Apparently the fluke nest does not destroy those. I guess none of the spells do. 30 Geo. Huzzah! Alright. So, now that we've done that, and there's nothing up there to collect, I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing over there. Let's leave this room and call it done. Happy to finish another room, even if we didn't collect much of anything there. Now, in this room, we've basically explored every path except for this one, which is another room that leads multiple directions. So I'm going to... I guess I don't need to reset it. I will reset it, just so that we remember where we came from. And let's go bottom left first. Bottom left first. We can actually get a thing here. Alright, let's get a thing. It is a money egg. Huzzah. Got a new thing, though. And then here, we were not able to go across here before. Oh, I just realized something. Let's go to a bench. Because if I warp to a bench, I can put on my Grimchild again. I don't think that room was the Grimchild room, one of the Grim rooms, but I really should have this on so that I can fight a Grim if we come across it. Alright, now let's teleport. There are a couple of Grims that we still have to fight where we've been to the room before, and it's just a matter of going back through that room. When we have the Grimchild on, which is an important point. Leave it on so that if you come across that, you can actually do it. So like I said, I don't think this is the room with the Grim. It is the room with the Grim. Okay, never mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the down path first, because it's the easiest path to get to. Over here, we find the corpse of a Garpede. And I think there's something else in this room. We haven't been over here, so we can't go through that. But we can go through this. Woo. So we can get whatever it is at the end of this path. Great. And it is a money egg. Huzzah, 26 Geo. Now, that room is done. We've done everything we can do in that room. So let's move up. And now the best way to do this is to go across. And do this room if we can. The hardest part about doing this room is the fact that we still do not have the ability to cling on left walls. Let's defeat this Grim. The Grim will give us a random thing. Come on. Come at me. There we go. I missed, though. Try that again. I am hitting him with the fluke nest, but I don't know that that's doing much. There we go. Got him. And what do we get? We got 15 geo. And then we should be able to make it the rest of the way across this room. We can. Great. I think we've been on this side of the room, though, before. Oh no, we haven't. This is the Temple of the Black Egg. Let's do it. Alright. We finally found it. So then, let's get our bench. There's a soul totem right here. And it also has another thing. A grub. Alright. We never found the grub father. But let's go. Alright, this battle should be no problem at all. I have a lot of the things that I would normally have at this point. Including abilities, including spells, including nail damage. I have a lot of things that I would normally have. So, we're just going to crush Mr. Hollow Knight here. Keep hitting yourself. Contribute to the battle. Alright, we might want to heal at some point though. Because I've just been going very aggressive all the time. Heal, and then we can be aggressive again. There we go. Got him. Alright. There we go. We actually defeated this randomizer. Technically, I could go for a true ending, but I don't think I am going to go for it this time. I think I will go for it next time, though. Next time I do a randomizer, if we just, from the start, decide that we're going to do a true ending, I'll feel pretty good about it. Oh man, so this randomizer was... I felt like I got really unlucky at the beginning of this randomizer. It took a long time before we were able to do much of anything. But once we were able to do something, it seemed like the randomizer started. Once we got the right claw, we were able to start exploring, and then things seemed to come at a normal pace, I think. But the start of this randomizer was so slow. However, one of the things from this randomizer is I had a lot of firsts myself. For one, this is the first time that I've done dark rooms, really. I did a lot of dark rooms. I feel pretty good about how well I ended up going through dark rooms. We were able to go through some pretty tricky platforming segments with not the normal amount of abilities that you would have at that platforming segment. The one that definitely I remember the most is using the cyclone dash, the cyclone slash, to make it through a little spike tunnel. And then of course I did my first ever spike tunnel, which is horizontal spikes. So a horizontal spike tunnel, that's a type of skip that they call a spike tunnel skip. And I've never done that before. I did not have that turned on for this randomizer. But I did it. I actually did a spike tunnel skip, my first time ever. So that was pretty exciting too. Having the claw and the dash and the super dash split into two, into left and right, was very interesting. I liked that a lot. That made it so that many things that you would normally just be able to do, you had to figure out a new way to do them, which is normal in a randomizer at all, but it just increases the number of times that that happens. Where you can do this, because you have one of the mantis claws, which means you can do this, but you have to do some funky thing to get through it, and that's always fun. So I liked that a lot. And I do have stats, a stats mod enabled here, so we're going to see some stats from the randomizer. Alright, so we got 88% completion, which is kind of a lot. Look at how much time we spent in all of those different places. Granted, because it's the room randomizer, that is less meaningful because you switch between different areas of the game all the time. But look how long that was. I took 18 hours on this randomizer. I obtained most of the items. 517 out of 625 items. That is a lot. Wow. All right. Skills, we got 18 out of the 22 skills. The only ones I was missing were the upgraded spells and the left mantis claw at the end. That was all I was missing. I only got 11 out of 13 geo chests. I thought I had done basically all of the geo chests. Geo rocks, I got 181 out of 207. Just look at that number though. 207 geo rocks in total. Compare that to the numbers of everything else. Basically half of the things you're going to find are money eggs. I found a ton of grubs, but I never found the grub father, so I wasn't able to use them. I actually found most of the relics, which is a little bit surprising. Boss Geo, I don't know which bosses I didn't do. I did not complete the Mantis Lords. But other than that, I have no idea which ones I didn't do. And I got 13 out of the 14 maps. Alright. Items collected per minute, 0.4. So per minute, like every 2 minutes we found an item. Maybe. That's appropriate. Alright. Well, that's it for today. That's it for this randomizer. I will definitely do another randomizer at some point. I don't know when, though. This one was a longer one, and I'm only going to turn on more settings from here, so they might just get longer. We'll see. I have in my mind that I might want to do a highlights video of these randomizers, and I just have too many other ideas either, so, you know, we'll see. Do I want to add in the journal entries next time? I kind of do. I think that I had a lot of journal entries this time. It adds a whole lot more things that could be nothing, but that's kind of what you do in randomizers, I guess, is have lots of things that could be nothing. Let's just look at how I did in the journal. So, in the journal, I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 60, 61, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. I had 80 things in the actually, there's a number in the bottom right corner of the screen. I feel so dumb. I completed 81 out of the 150 journal entries. 150 is a questionable number there, but I completed about half of the journal entries, and that was not even trying. That was not even like going back and fighting things that I knew that I could add into the journal. So, I don't know. It at least won't be much worse than this one if I add journal entries. Not that that says a whole lot. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in it. It seems like it would be interesting for defeating normal enemies to give you things. And of course, it's just more and more things that I would add in a randomizer. Anyway, one of the things that I did for this randomizer is I put a poll out. I put a poll on YouTube to ask which things people wanted most in the randomizer added, and I'll do that again. There are several more settings that I have not turned on, which would make the game harder. And, you know, that is something I'm willing to do. Alright, well, thanks for coming, everyone, to the stream. And I hope I will see you all in the next one, whenever that is.